your homework for school.
But Mom, I want to watch my favorite TV show.
You can't watch your show until you do your homework.
Why not?
Because you need to have good grades.
Mom, please, please,
No.
please.
Do you want me to send you to your room?
Fine.
Okay, now switch. Now, you're the mom and she's the daughter that didn't do her homework, okay?
You need to do your homework.
No.
Do it right now.
But I need to go see my friends.
You're not going to be able to see your friends if you don't do your homework.
Why?
Because
I can do it when I come home, Mom. Come on, Mom.
You need to do your homework now.
This is Sephiroth's at school, and your two sisters and you're at school and you're fighting over the boy, okay? All right, and action.
Can I please have him? I saw him first.
No, I did.
No! I need to go out with him.
I did. I saw him first.
No, I saw him the other day. I talked to him first. Let me have him.
No,
Oh my gosh, why?
because I saw him first.
No, he likes me better.
No, he likes me better.
No, he told me the other day that he likes me. I can see it the way he looks at me.
Okay, now,
Wow.
you're two beauty queens and you're fighting for the attention of the camera, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you both trying to outshine each other, okay? And action.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Cassidy.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do, right? All right, now do that again. Start again from the back, okay? All right, this is for Cupcake Theater, which is usually, as the theater is about improvisation, okay? And two beauty queens fighting for position.
No.
Excuse you.
Sorry.
Hey, this is John Carrington with the Magic Box, and we have another story for you. Oh, Dragons and Things. And this is the story in the book, Dragons and Things. It's entitled Stitch in Time. Stitch in Time. I wonder what that's about. Let's find out. One day, Gabriel blew his stack. He could take it no more. It was Marvel again. Marvel the mess is more what I would call him, shouted Gabriel, loud and clear at the good Lord. He gave Gabriel a disapproving glance. Sometimes it seems to him that Gabriel flew off the handle just a bit too quick. Of course, Gabriel seemed to fly everywhere just a bit too quick, and to toot his horn too loud, too. Stop shouting, said the good Lord. I'm not hard of hearing yet. Well, you have no idea, Gabriel said, wringing his hands. I have to put up with it class after class. If I give the class homework, somehow his is always smeared with angel butter or heavenly jam. If I ask for papers to be handed in on a certain day, he hands his 2 days late. And at lunchtime, if I turn my back for even a minute, he gulps down the sun punch while he lets his moon milk get sour. Drink your milk, drink your milk. Now, this made the good Lord really raise an eyebrow, for moon milk was hard to come by indeed. It could only be had when the Milky Way cow decided to jump over the moon, and that was not very often. And his desk, continued Gabriel, rolling his eyes around in his head like orbiting twin planets. Just look at it. It looks like a tornado hit it. It looked like a tornado hit it. A tornado. The good Lord poked his nose in to see, and he pulled out the tornado and threw it back among the clouds. A real tornado. That Marvel had a messy desk. Well, that's fine for now, said Gabriel. But tomorrow, he will have it back the same as usual. I'm sorry, he said, almost on the verge of angel tears. I really don't mean to be so impatient. I guess I just don't know how to handle Marvel anymore. Now, said the good Lord, putting his arm around Gabriel's shoulder. He knew how very hard Gabriel worked teaching all the angel babies and how much he really loved them. Why, he had found many a little angel lost in paradise. What you need is a little rest, he said. Why don't you take a trip to Jericho? And I'll take over for you here for a while. How does that sound? Take a trip. Go to Jericho. Okay. Oh, good Lord, you are so kind, said Gabriel. I do believe my nerves could stand a little rest. So he packed up his horn and off he went to Jericho. The next morning, when all the angel babies showed up for their class, they were delighted and surprised to see the good Lord. They knew that whenever he came, they would always get a story. Everybody loves a story. Oh, please, tell us a story about the magic belt. Oh, please, they pleaded in sweet angel voices. Marvel was especially excited, for he admired the good Lord very much. He snuggled up close to his knee. Well, said the good Lord, scratching his chin. Well. I think I will tell you about the stitch that saved 9. The stitch that saved 9. It's a very old story about when I first made planetary things. You see, a long time ago, when I was much younger, of course, I seemed to be much disorganized. I had heavenly bodies laying all over my workshop. The floor was strewn with angel hair. My bench was piled high with broken stars. Solar dust was everywhere. Now this was before I thought of using black holes for my waste cans. Well, anyway, I was quite excited about my new project, and I had just created my solar system of 9 planets all along the Milky Way. They were all ready to be sewn into their various orbits. Suddenly, my thread broke. The thread broke. My needle fell down. My needle fell down. Down into a black hole. The angel babies all gasped together. Yes, said the good Lord, shaking his head. It was a mess. And as you know very well, whatever falls into a black hole very seldom comes out again in the same place. I needed only one more stitch. I dashed like a bat out of heaven back to my workshop, and I had only minutes to get that stitch in place, and all 9 planets would drift apart over the Milky Way forever. I searched desperately around my workshop. I was tripping over heavenly bodies, slipping on angel hair, kicking stardust up everywhere. It was like trying to find a needle in a haystack. At last I found it. I pulled it out of the haystack as fast as I could and dashed back with no time to waste. I got that last stitch in just before the whole solar system ripped apart. Of course, by that time, Jupiter had slipped further and further from Mars. It didn't matter too much because, you see, in fact, it left a nice space for the magic belt of asteroids and planetoids. I sewed all that in later. I made up my mind right then and there that this would never happen again. And from that day to this whole workshop has always been as neat as a pin. I threw out all those old haystacks, and now I know where my needle is. All the angel babies clapped and cheered as the good Lord came to the end of his story. None clapped nor cheered more loudly than Marvel. He had been listening more intently than all the rest. Now when Gabriel came back from Jericho, he was very much surprised. Marvel's homework didn't have even the least smear of angel butter on it. And more amazing, it was even turned in on time. And while Marvel did still from time to time stitch or snitch, snitch a little sun punch, he never again let his moon milk get sour. But the best thing of all was that from that day to this, his desk has always been as clean as a whistle. And that really makes Gabriel blow his horn. The end.
Couch, let's go to the farm.
You could use the fresh air and exercise.
Must play game. What happened?
Let's go to the farm. Let's go. Let's go.
What can we do at a farm?
I'll show you.
Wow, I didn't know I could have this much fun without pushing buttons. I'm finally getting feeling back in my thumb. Bonus.
It's cool.
It's sweet. Fresh from the farm.
Let's eat. Let's go to a farm.
Oh my god.
Okay, now, go a party that you're dancing, okay, and action. So you're trying to outdance each other now.
Okay.
And you're trying to get that boy's attention, remember? So he's over behind you on the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You're a doctor and you're the nurse. Oh, one's a doctor. You're a doctor and you're a nurse. And you're talking about the patient. That nurse has not been giving good care to this patient.
Okay.
All right. Now let the chant stop. And action.
I told you that you need to go give her medicine,
I did.
but the bottle's right in my hand, so how could you have given her the medicine?
There was one in another room.
Well, you need to go do this right now, or the patient might die. This is really serious right now.
I already gave her the vitamin. I already gave her some.
Well,
vitamins
could you
and
go
some
take this
medicine.
to her right now?
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
That knows the patient's dead. You know, all right, all right.
yeah, okay.
Stop from the top now and action.
Okay, when I told you to go give her the pills, I meant for you to give her 1, not 5.
Well, I don't really like her anyway.
The patient is dead. You can't just kill off a patient.
Plus, someone said to give her 5.
Who? I'm the person you take orders from.
Really? The
Okay,
next door
all
said
right.
that.
Now switch it. Now you're the doctor and you're the nurse. The patient's dead.
Oh my gosh, the patient's dead. I told you to give her 1, not 5.
Oops. Must have slipped.
Did you also give her medicine?
Yeah, I added like a lot.
You were supposed to give her 1 teaspoon.
Really?
Yes, and now she's dead thanks to you.
I got direct orders from the nurse across the hall. I thought that was okay.
You're supposed to listen to my orders. I'm the doctor here.
Sorry.
Okay. I saw you didn't give that sick child their vitamins.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot.
If you forget another time, you might be fired.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I go take it right now?
Fine.
Hey, we have a story for you right here on the Magic Box. We love storytelling, and one of my favorite books is Dragons and Things. And the title of this story is Marvel. Marvel, Marvel. Let's see what this is all about. And then another day, the good Lord was strolling along the galaxy. He was busy dusting off the Earth's constellations. This kept him clearly visible. Suddenly, he heard a loud twittering and skittering going on behind him. Turning around, he saw a bevy of angel babies frolicking along on his heels. "I am sorry," said the good Lord, "but you will have to go home today and take a nap. I have business to attend to. The journey was too long for such little ones as you." So the happy little group turned their disappointed faces homeward. All, that is, except for Marvel. Marvel the mischievous. He stealthily crept along, hiding behind asteroids and planetoids, and encouraging two of his comrades to join him. They had such great fun skittering behind the good Lord. They were playing hide and seek. The good Lord, unaware of his frisky little companions, stopped for a chat with the great dog, Canis Minor. He gave him an affectionate pat. He continued on until he passed Libra, the water bear. He was skillfully balancing a jug of water on his head. He had just fetched the water from the Big Dipper. That was, of course, behind his back. The good Lord was amused. Everyone knew that the Big Dipper was just a bit too stingy with her water. He was hailed by Jasper, the winged alicorn. The good Lord stopped to inquire into the welfare of his wife, Jasmine, and their children, Jade and Jewel. Jasmine was the beautiful unicorn queen who ruled the magic belt. And there was also an interesting news that they had to share. Jasper was busy telling the good Lord about the antics of the constantly bickering twins, Jade and Jewel. Suddenly, they heard such an awful goings on, such hollering, such screaming, and that all the heavenly bodies cast an eye in the vicinity of the Big Dipper. She had a strangely cunning smile on her face. The good Lord and Jasper hurried off quickly in her direction. Taking a peek over her rim, what do you think they spied? It was Marvel and his two friends. They were screaming and bobbing frantically in the water. Oh, their many tears were certainly replenishing the Big Dipper's supply of water. Oh, we're in the water, we're in the water. Oh, help us, we're in the water. My, said the good Lord. What do we have here? Please, get us out, said Marvel, squeezing his eyes tightly closed. Oh, water get into my eyes, water get into my eyes. Oh. Well, I don't know, said the good Lord calmly. How did you manage to get in there in the first place? I thought you were home in bed fast asleep. It wasn't in the first place, said Marvel, with his usual audacity. It was in the last place. The good Lord raised an eyebrow. We were just playing hide and seek with you. And Marvel said sheepishly, when we hid on the handle of the Big Dipper, and she tossed us in. Oh, I didn't know they were angel babies, said the Big Dipper defensively. They were tickling my handle when I twitched. Why, I guess they just rolled on in, she smiled mischievously. Aha, replied the good Lord. I see, he said, rubbing his chin. He was positive that other than being a little stingy with her water, the Big Dipper was really loved the little ones. She took excellent care of the Little Dipper. He suspected that she was only trying to teach the disobedient little angel babies a lesson. Well, said the good Lord in a loud, stern voice, you were very lucky you did not fall into a black hole instead. That would have surely been the end of you, he whispered into Jasper's ear. Jasper nodded his head in approval. Then the good Lord twisted off Jasper's thick, sturdy horn. He borrowed an arrow from Sagittarius the archer and a string from Lyra the lyre. Then he made a sort of fishing bowl and fished them out one by one. They were all drippy wet and teary-eyed. The good Lord could not help holding them a little closer, and then gave them an extra loving squeeze. Then placing them on Jasper's back, he said in a mock stern voice, take them home to Michael. He'll know how to deal with them. Now the little angel babies shuddered, holding their little bottoms. Oh. They knew just how Michael, who was very strict, would deal with them. So as Jasper flew off towards home, the good Lord continued on his tour around the stars, and all the heavenly bodies had a good laugh along with him. The end.
An action on Cassidy.
Excuse me, miss. Do you see the sign?
Yes.
It says 50. The speed limit is 50. How much were you driving? 70. Please step out of the car. You are under arrest.
What? Ow.
Come this way, into my car.
But it said
Driving you
70.
to the police office.
It said 70.
Nope. It says 50.
All right, now switch it. Now you can go back a little tiny bit. All right, now right there. Now you're driver. She's the police officer. Okay, and action.
Excuse me.
Look,
Yes. Why are you going over the speed limit? It is 50, not 60.
I'm pretty sure it says 60.
No, it says 50. Step out of your car, please.
You can't make me step out of the car.
I'm the police officer here. Step out of the car. There. You're going under arrest.
But I didn't do anything wrong!
You went over the speed limit!
Please let me go?
No. You're going to
Please.
You're going.
Just give
Tell
me a
that to the
ticket.
judge.
Just give me a ticket. And just don't take me to court, please.
Tell it to the judge, kid.
All right, now I want you to be Cats. Be Cats. You want to ever be in a musical Cats? You ever heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I don't
Alright,
really
but
know.
you have to be a cat. Be a cat. Mysterious. What do cats do? Yeah, they lick themselves. Yes, yeah. All right, now pretend you're a dog. Okay. What do
Okay.
dogs do?
They wag their tails.
That's it. You have to make the sound of a dog. Okay. Okay. All right. That's not good.
Hope you had fun on the Children's Corner show. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Happy with me. It's so hard to be confident in your abilities, but everyone has a special talent in which they can believe. H-A-P-P-Y, if I believe.